Hey guys, it's me, Suthernhillbilly or Sir Hillbilly. Welcome back to Dark Souls 3, the Fire Fades Edition, Squire Gabriel Gameplay, Episode 5. So in today's episode, we're going straight off where we left off, which is in High Lord Waltier's boss room, or before boss room. It's not really boss room, you don't fight anyone in there. Anyways, so you want to progress from Erithiel, or not from Erithiel, but to Erithiel. Bonfire placing's pretty close. I couldn't have done this last episode, so then, this episode's shorter, but I have a 1 hour long episode. Yeah. Sorry. Anyways, you just wanna you wanna just cross this bridge. There's gonna be this monster here. Just ignore him, cause he'll appear later. Or if you want, you can kill him now. It'll be easier. He won't appear again. And then he got me. It's not too bad. He won't be able to get you through this. I tried killing him, but he just disappeared. What a wussy. Just get this bonfire, grab a few items, and then you can progress. Well, I mean, you could just progress now, but whatever. Anyways, while I'm progressing, might as well just talk about, what I should do editing this video. So, might as well just make it a little mini game for you. If you can comment below what I will do while editing, like, let's say, let Squire Gabriel talk for the rest of the episode once it hits the 30-minute marks, make your predictions below, then, I don't know. I'll give you souls. Whatever, you'll just be special. Anyway, so just like this bonfire, and now this is basically kinda the this is like after the halfway point of Anri's quest. Now, if you don't want spoilers for what she says, skip now. Oh, never mind. Anyways, right here we have a pilgrim that you don't see because she's in Chameleon, which is what she drops. So all you'll see over here is a statue. Now, if you want the good ending to Anri's quest, you will have to kill this pilgrim. Now, we will get her bad ending in New Game Plus. So, if you go down here and you take a right, you'll be able to get the roster of knights for the Dark Moonblade Covenant. Now, you want to know what's so freaking trash about this covenant? Is that, it's basically dead. Because, I mean, you rarely get summoned. And you're very lucky if you get summoned. Now, either you'll be a part of a gank team, or, you might be part of an actual person who needs help, or like someone new to the game. Like, what I usually got was like, people from faraway places. Like, let's say you're in Erithiel, which are where we are now, and then someone over by, I don't know, the second DLC. Try not to, spoil anything, Anyways, and then yeah, you'll just get teleported to there as a Knight of the Dark Moon. Anyways, so basically it's dead, and well, it's almost dead. And thank God I got that trophy. Or, thank God I got the miracle and trophy. Why I still could. So, if you go over here, you'll be able to find a ladder, which you can go up like an Anne Orlando type-esque, like chandelier thing. You know, it's kind of like Anne Orlando, except the height won't kill you. So, anyways, if you go up here, you'll be able to find some sweet loot, and you'll be able to find, hold on, give me a second. Let me kill this guy. Let me find a safe place to land. And now let me go open the chest and grab the item. You will find Yorshka's spear. And then down here we have some extra loot, which is kind of useless. Except later, I use it. Well, while we still have some extra time, maybe, predict my editing well, not editing software, but predict, like, when, what I'm gonna do with editing. I don't know, if you win, if you win, I don't know, you get a free sub. I'm not sure. I'm not rich. I'm not famous. Not yet. I'm just kidding. No, I only do YouTube for fun. Over there is for later. Actually, we're gonna go in there right after we get this bonfire, so it's easier. But if you don't recognize it, hey, it's that monster that we saw on the bridge. Pretty sure you would notice. Anyways, I try to cheese him, and oops, he disappears. Woo! If he can't get you, he disappears. Anyway, just go over here for a free miracle and loot. And now, I was so stupid that I didn't take the extra hit, and I couldn't get the riposte on him. I am horrible at fighting these creatures. I couldn't have taken the chance there and killed this guy immediately, but nope. What were you thinking? Now, beware, when you fight these monsters, they will have, pretty, rude attacks. And unfortunately, I did not take this hit because, I don't know, like, I couldn't hit him. Now, I know what you're thinking. Is this fight ever gonna end? Yes, it just did. Oh yeah, you also get a ring for it. Over here you'll find a dead grub and another miracle. Woo. And another bonfire. Anyways, we're not going to go to the other side now because we have to go to Pontiff Sullivan. Yep, that's the next boss. You weren't expecting me to spoil it, weren't you? Anyways, you might want a little stamina. I was a little fearful of this part, just a tiny bit, but I knew I could make it because it's easy to dodge. This game, here's an example of Dark Souls 3 PvP in a nutshell. Alright, here's Dark Souls 3 PvP in a nutshell. Yep. Some people will get it. Anyways, you'll find some Estus soup and our favorite little onion bro. Not Siegmeyer. Oh yeah. And if you don't want any spoilers on what he says, skip ahead now.
Excuse me, I must have dozed off. It's rather warm in here. Well, hasn't it been all too long? It's good to see you. Oh, I seem to have missed my chance, so I, Siegfried of Katarina, offer my deepest gratitude and a little surprise to go with it. It's all yours. I know. Won't you join me for dinner? I make a fine Estus soup. I've got some stewing right now. Even we undead deserve a little normalcy from time to time. And finally, upon this rendezvous, let us make a toast. To your valor, my sword, and our sworn duties. Long may the sun shine. Have you heard? Somewhere, hidden right here in Irithyll, is a deep dungeon. And even below that, the Profaned Capital, home of Yhorm, the reclusive giant lord. That reminds me, I've a grave promise to keep. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I've cast a cloud over things. Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
Alright, so now we'll get into the difficult part with for me. Now, there's some silver knights over here. If you kill them, they won't respawn. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, just watch me deal with one of these bad boys. Thanks, Arrow Man. No thanks. Well now, sorry. Well now, let me just talk about this area while, what is it? Oh yeah, you can't parry these guys, by the way. Which is very difficult. Or you can't parry their lightning attack. And it's very difficult to parry these guys. Really hard. You can't guard break them. Oh, sorry. It's just the cord of my mic. You can't guard break them. Yeah, these guys are really difficult to handle. The spear guys, they're easy. But you still can't guard break them. As I was saying... As I was saying, let's talk about this area. This area, pretty hard. So I recommend you get the shortcut that I take. Well, I mean, probably like everybody takes it. I don't know. Anyways, I do die here a couple of times. And I'm glad I got the shortcut. And honestly, some things I've, never looked over. There's some things I never looked over, in this playthrough. And thanks to this playthrough, I can now look at those things. Like Anri's quest, and getting her good ending for once. Jeez. Anyways, just watch me die now. Look. This guy decides to buff his weapon. He hits me like 2 times and deals a bunch of damage. And then someone back in the background fires a soldier egg, and then this guy, yeah, he just does that. Anyways, here. Let me speed this up. Too fast for you? Well, I don't care. It's basically everything you saw, but sped up 8 times. But I hope you were paying attention, because I went down an elevator that's actually a shortcut to a bonfire we've been to before, which Arnie, Arnie? Little Arnie's from Call of Duty 3? Anyways. So yeah, I got that shortcut, and that shortcut helped me a lot. Now, I did die to this boss once, just to let you know. My phantoms were still alive. Now, you see, in this battle, there's 2 things I want to talk about here. First of all, I want to talk about Anri and Blackhand Gotthard as a summon duo. Like, to go along with me, whatever. Oh, I just experienced a little, lag bit. Anyways, whatever. So, basically, I want to talk about Blackhand Gotthard and how much damage he takes. Look at that. And, yep, he died. Well, I was going to say, hey, cheers, for him drinking the Estus, clutching the Estus. But no, then he just died. Or actually, I died. Well, he died, like, just a minute ago. But look at me and Anri. We're just beating him up. So, me and Anri were really good. But I did waste a Karthus rogue on accident. I didn't ever mean to use a Karthus rogue. I was never going to use a Karthus rogue. And secondly, the music. So I'm not going to spoil any music. Well, kinda, maybe. So, but listen to the music right now. So this is the intense form, of Pontiff Sullivan, obviously. This is basically like, well, not orchestra, not really orchestra. Well, I'm not sure. Probably orchestra. So yeah, this is basically orchestra, but if it was intense, very intense. So, anyways, it kinda, okay, so this is for later parts, but I'm only going to say, well, I don't really want to say a name of a boss, but it kind of sounds like the final, yeah, it sounds like the final DLC boss for the second DLC, which I'm not going to spoil the name of, because, it's kind of, like a mystery, like, who's going to be this final boss of the DLC? Ruh-roh, yeah, I'm not saying it. Anyways, but this boss fight, it's okay. So I believe this is our first boss of the episode. So a little boss fight, talk about. He's almost dead, so I gotta explain this fast. So basically, in his first phase, he's basically, kind of like a L1 spammer, and then his second phase, as you saw here, he'll drill wings, and his music will get intense, and he can also summon a second form of himself, like a Mad Phantom, but like more, I guess, like not more not purple. Anyways. Boo. Did I scare you? It's not Halloween yet. But anyways. So over here is supposed to be a very good PvP spot. And there's two crystal lizards. Watch this. One of them's gonna do a magic trick. You go for one of them, and boom, the other one's gone. Look at that. That's some magic right there. Anyways, on with the guide. So this area right here is supposed to be like a PvP place, for people. And like, they do fight clubs and stuff like that. Up there is an old place from 2 games ago, if you don't know or haven't watched my series. But this area, there is, some loot just to distract you. Some people don't get this loot, but I will, just because why not? And I need embers because I am running out. Anyways, there's going to be Jon Snow from freaking Game of Thrones, and then what appears to be, like, I believe his name's Mason? No, not Mason. Not the Mason from Call of Duty. It's from Detroit. Marcus. Yes, Marcus from Detroit Become Human. It's been a while since I've watched that series. Does anyone remember Detroit Become Human? I'm not sure. Like, it just blew up, and then, not that many videos were there before. So now watch me wreck Jon Snow with a good parry, and Marcus from Detroit Become Human sneak up on me from behind. He looks like Marcus from afar to me. Alright. And so now that we killed both of them, and for some reason the Drang Twin Hammers did not, sorry, Drang Twin Hammers did not drop for me because the game sensed I already had them from Cathedral of the Deep. Anyways, down here I died twice because, what is it? One of the dogs hit me, or like, after I killed one of them, I went for the next one, and then like one of the dogs, like, just like, hit me with its grab attack and killed me. So, yeah, I know. I'm a scrub. Put all your hate comments below. Yep. I can smell them coming. Probably gotta get in the shelter again. Wait, again? What am I talking about? Huh, I forgot. I have no viewers. Alright. I'm gonna speed this up for you. Boom. What's too fast for you? I don't care. Gotta go fast, mate. Boom. And that's how you do it. Anyways, after, grabbing my bloodstain and running to the bonfire. Sorry, after grabbing my bloodstain and running to the bonfire, I decided, you know what? It's time to get religious. And I also got this simple gem, the deep gem. I'm stupid. That's for the later part. Anyways, so I decided it's time to get religious, even though I was already a part of a religion. So I decided to join this fatty's church. And just to let you know, you need to come here later for a sorcery. So now that we're finally out of that heck, it's time to go to a place. I'm not spoiling it, okay? I don't like it, when I spoil things. Anyways. So you can go over here if you want, but it's just helpful. But over here, we have a, So over here, we have an item. But this is a very good item. It's ash. Or hands. Anyways. So, basically what that hand does for you, if you give it to the old lady at the shrine handmaiden. Anyways, if you give it to her, then what will happen is she will sell you infinite large titanite. That's really good. Like, really good. Dream catchers for shards, and then Earners ashes are good for, large shards, and then over at Archdragon Peak, which is for later, by the way. We'll find it later, or like how to get to it later. And also I'm going to speed it up. Anyways, so once we find that, we'll find some more ashes that sell chunks. There's nothing over here. And speed it up for you again. Alright, so just did that cutout. Anyways, so we're at Anne Orlando, light the bonfire, but I stopped over at a part that seems like you would, like a good kill yourself spot. Well, it's not actually. You see, if you go back down here, which don't go over there, don't go over there first because you're going to regret it later. Because over here, hold on, let me just hack the game real quick. No, you could step on this. I'm serious. But over here is another bonfire and a lady. But more importantly, it's Yuria. Or no, not Yuria. I'm stupid. It's Yorshka. Anyways, if you want to avoid dialogue spoil, then I'd recommend that you skip now.
Name thyself, stranger. I am Yorshka, captain of the Dark Moon Knight. What beckoned thee to such a place? Thou thinkst too. Very well. Captain to this nightless company I remain. I will grant thee purpose. Thou'st journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I place thee under the aegis and the power of the Dark Moon. Thou art now a blade of the Dark Moon, the only knight of our company. Swear this oath and face thy solemn duty.
Like I said, Blade of the Dark Moon is dead. So, if you want to get all the trophies, have fun with that. Anyways, you can go down here for some extra armor and I believe a weapon, but I do unfortunately miss that. I think it's to, yep, it was to the right. It was literally to the right. How did I miss that? Well, it's a weapon that was good in the first game, but now I think it's pretty trash. Well, I'm pretty sure it's trash. Oh yeah, watch me die. Wait. Haha, just kidding. You thought I was gonna die. You really thought I was going to die there. You little piece of... That's it! Alright, so, back at Anne Orlando once again. So, we come up over here. There's going to be a Silver Knight and his boyfriend. Want to know why I call it his boyfriend? Hint. They really, they're really hard to beat. Or they're really hard to slay. That's what I'm trying to say. I agree. If you haven't watched my series or played the first game, you'll know what happened here. Here, hold on. This is some ASMR. This is some ASMR of me moving spots. Sorry. Sorry if you could hear that. So now you can get these moonlight arrows, which isn't very many. I mean, why give us arrows when you don't have a lot to give? Anyways, this spider thing is going to crawl out over here since it knows that you opened the door for it and wants to terrify the world. So your objective is to accidentally waste a charcoal pine resin, accidentally waste it again, and then finally get it right and kill this thing. Now this thing is basically... Oh, and then accidentally waste, I believe, another one. Or, I don't know. Anyways. So that right there, with that pebble, I'll tell you later. So, just enjoy, you know... Or actually, no, don't enjoy. This thing is kind of like the, what is it? The basilisk? Which shoot poisonous, like, gases that curse you. Which is what that purple bar is. That's curse. You don't want that filling up. And then we have the Silver Knight's boyfriend coming in clutch for that spider. I don't know why, but the Silver Knight's boyfriend's with the spear. The Silver Knight with the spear's boyfriend. Sorry. You know, he really likes spiders for some reason, you know, and that was his pet spider. Now you made him angry. So now what you need to do is exterminate him because he's trying to end you. And there we go. Anyways, this is Arnie's summon. Not for her to fight the boss with you, but for you to fight the boss with her. Now, I did cut out the scene of me fighting with Anri, so here's just me fighting Aldrich himself. Without Anri. I already killed, what is it? Aldrich in Anri's world. Anyways. So I did die here. If you couldn't tell by the bloodstain. But I'm going to talk about how it's so weird that Aldrich is now alive even though I killed him in Anri's world. Shouldn't it have it where Aldrich dies in my world? Cause like, you know, Anri would, you know, probably be like hiding somewhere waiting to come out and like, you know, kill Aldrich, right? But then here's the thing. Like, you know, you get summoned, but then like you don't beat him in your world. Now I know it is you getting summoned, but like, bruh, how do people live in alternate dimensions? Like, let's say there's this very powerful being in like, I don't know, Elden Ring, which is basically like the new Dark Souls, except it's not Dark Souls. Anyways, so basically, you know, what if there's this powerful being that could swap, you know, like if it died, it could swap to like an alternate dimension, like of itself. And then basically, we would all have to kill the alternate dimension, you know. It would be like, I guess, Manus, but times 50, no, not 50, but infinite. Yeah, Manus times infinite, which if you don't know is a DLC boss from Dark Souls 1. And sometimes I still get hype/nostalgia when I go into the DLC in Dark Souls 1. Is it just me? Probably. I still get nostalgia from Dark Souls, you know. Like, you know, it's something new, because, like, usually I never go into the DLC in Dark Souls 1. Now I'm gonna let you enjoy this boss fight. Okay, so if you go on the elevators, which are to the left and right, you will be able to find the bed of the amazing chest of head. Not of head, but the amazing chest of head. Which obviously, I'm going to say it again, is from Dark Souls 1! Alright, so now we are going to the bonus of this video. Yes, you finally get a bonus. I just felt like doing it, okay? Otherwise, this would be the end of the video right now. So this bonus takes yet another 30 minutes. Well, it's already 38 minutes. Anyways. So over here we have Alva, right? Alva is actually a boy. If you thought he was a girl, you're wrong. And your sexuality is probably changed as well. Anyways. So there's a cheese to this dude. Basically, this dude likes edges, right? Well, here's the thing. If you get him to an edge, just attack him, and like that, he's gone. Boom. Easy cheese. It's also in my montage if you didn't see. Which I showed Dark Souls 3, so probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Well, I probably shouldn't have showed Dark Souls 3. I only had one clip of Subnautica because there was too many cuts. You can only do 50 cuts in SHAREfactory. I don't know what that was. Maybe I left my mic unmuted. Anyways, fast forwarding this. Hopefully you're paying attention. So this is the path you're supposed to go on, and that chest has an Estus Flash shard in it, which you should probably kill it, or throw a, what is it, a Hunter Charm? Yeah, a Hunter Charm. I think that's what it's called now. Instead of a, what is it? What was it called? I forgot. an undead charm. I forgot. Or Lloyd's Talisman. Instead of Lloyd's Talisman, it's an undead hunter charm. Or talisman, sorry. Keep getting it mixed up. So this is a mimic. If you watch closely, his mouth opened for a second. First, gotta take care of these guys. These guys, you don't want to deal with them. They'll curse you up, and I think they take your humanity as well. It's probably too fast for you guys to process. All I'm seeing is just constant pictures. So, okay. Oh. So what you're seeing right now is me picking up Lightning Blade, and then that over there, you have to do a certain gesture in order to go to Archdragon Peak. Not Peach. Peach? Anyways. Archdragon Peak. Anyways, you have to do a certain gesture, and there's an NPC, which, I'll get for a later time. So over here, we'll have a Dark Souls 2 person. If you watch my entire series, which you should. You really should. Because if you don't, I'll steal your cookie. Anyways, so this is just me climbing back the ladder that you're supposed to go on, because I'm going to go to an alternate area. So just skip it forward a bit until we go down that ladder again, if you don't want any to, you just want to see the boss or where to go. Well, this is a little extra area for Siegmeyer's quest. So if you're doing that, and you want to get a surprise for the next boss, which is a very good surprise, yet for me it had a very dark ending, which is very sad. I'll explain later. So over here we have Lizard, so you could just kill that. And then over here we have an item and another lizard. That's cool. It's basically a circle. Oh, like a rectangle. Anyways, down here you want to just jump down and climb up this ladder. Then there's going to be this dude. Hold on. Yeah, don't go in there yet. There's going to be this dude. I parried him. He does drop a scroll for Orbex's quest, which I can make an entire video talking about quests and stuff. Which I will do quests over on my All Summons video for Dark Souls 3, which will come out not soon, actually. Gotta still do Dark Souls 1 first. This is just a guide. Like, it takes me a long time to make these videos. Holy crap. Anyways, you can come down here now using the whole kill this mimic right here. You can also go in here, grab this item, grab these, and then run out. Also, for that NPC, which I was talking about, you can also get the key for that, which I will label in my all trophies videos. Up here is a shortcut back to the bonfire. So now we are by the part where we're gonna get to the boss. So if you didn't, talk to the Onion Bro where we just saved him, then you won't get a surprise. So if you don't like onions, then what's wrong with you? Anyways, so now you'll get a little surprise, and spoilers ahead. Let's go.
Yorm, old friend. I, Siegward of the Knights of Katarina, have come to uphold my promise. Let the sun shine upon this Lord of Cinder.
Okay, so if you free Onion Bro, here's the surprise. He'll help you during Yorm the Giant, which he's a very easy boss, so I don't really think you'd need help with him. But for his quest line, you'll get rewards out of it, obviously. So you can come over here and grab the Storm Ruler. You don't need Sigmire, and that cutscene will obviously not play if you don't do his quest. So, but here's the sad thing. You heard that? Onion Bro dies. My Onion Bro died. It's so sad. It's making me cry. Onion Bro died. Well, now it's time to take revenge on Yorm. You pitiful bastard. Excuse my language. Now you see, Yorm here, he just started spamming me with all of his energy, with his worst attacks. Holy crap. Like, this guy was basically, this guy was basically like a medieval knight ninja dude. He was just like spamming R1, basically. Like, if you were a boss in a video game and like you did heavy slow attacks, and like, or like if Dark Souls let you play as a boss, like, and then you were Yorm the Giant, this would basically be the R1 spamming variant. Like, holy crap. This is like the fastest heavy attacks probably in the game. And this is an extra boss, by the way, if you were wondering. But dear God, I'm never doing an extra box again. Probably not. Hopefully not. Because guess what? This took a long time to edit, and I had to cut out a few bits from small parts. Small parts. Small parts in order to get this video to fit 1 hour. Because it won't. SHAREfactory won't accept anything other than that. And you're probably asking, Hey, why don't you just use something else? I can't use anything else. What do you expect me to use? Facebook? You can't link it with anything else. This is the only way you can record on PS4 other than using a phone with a crappy camera. Well, except if you're doing like IRL streams. So here's the sad thing about this boss fight. You see, I didn't have any Estus left, and then the only thing I had was heal. Now, you see, why couldn't I just, I'm asking myself, why couldn't I just, like, go with the health? Well, you see, I had like 30 HP. We're both on low health. And if I could just get this heal off and get this, one last charge off, maybe, guess what? Nope. So now you have to see the whole entire boss fight again. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. So now I'll let you enjoy the entire boss fight again, but without me. Take that, you bastard. This is for our little onion bro. So when your little onion bro dies, this is what he will drop. He'll drop his sword, his shield, and his set. Well, I don't have much time, but you know, it's a little moment of grief. But hey, hurrah! Because our friendship. See ya.